Good morning. I had a change of plans for my Saturday, so I actually have time to do my makeup. So I figure we can do a get ready with me. I have a couple eyeshadows and a new lip sense that I wanted to try. So I figure why not? Let's do it on a live. So I haven't tried this yet as far as the colors are concerned. So hopefully it comes out okay. I found this one lady's post. She has beautiful green eyes and she did this color combination and it is so pretty. So we're gonna see what it looks like on me. So if it turns out a fail, hey, we'll work with it. So I did my skincare routine. So I have my moisturizer. Hi, Robert. Hi, Rachel. I have my sunblock on, so I have all of the skincare products. So now I'm just gonna do the makeup. So I'm gonna start off with my concealer because I have a couple problem spots right now. So I'm gonna put this concealer on and let it sit. I'm gonna show you how I kind of layer my makeup, or the steps. I kind of go back and forth because there are certain layers that I want to put on. So I'm going to go in with my concealer. So this is just the light concealer. It's in the airless pump. So I put a little bit on my hand and I'm going to just cover up some of these blemishes that I have right now. And then while I finish doing the rest of my makeup, I will blend this afterwards. So I like to let my concealer just kind of sit and dry because I feel like that gives me the most coverage. And this is color correcting too, so you can it has a green concealer in it, so it will kind of help with any redness. Okay, so I'm going to let that sit. So then I'm going to put the base of my eyelids. So I love the Pink Sand Beach. It's limited edition. So of course, when there was a sale, I got a couple of these for backup because this is my favorite. So it's nice to have a base color. It gives you a nice even palette just to do the other colors. So I'm going to put this all over. A lot of people like Candlelight as their base color, even Sandstone. Pearl they like to put underneath. It just kind of depends what colors you're going to layer on top. So I'm going to do kind of a pinky combination today. So I'm going to put the pink Sand Beach. I'm using these Real Technique brushes. I got it from Target. I love them. So if you need any help with any brushes, please let me know. But I put a little bit on the wand and then I'm just going to do this all over. So I take it all the way up to my eyebrow line. And then this is going to be my base. Okay. So see how that covered up kind of all of my see-through veins. So I'm going to put this off to the side. So while that's going, I'm going to now put on my color correcting tinted moisturizer. So this can adjust 3 to 5 shades up or down. It's a moisturizer. It has a mechanical shield, which basically protects you against the sun. So it has so many different benefits and it's moisturizing. So I'm going to show you how, and this is also color, they call it the color correcting because it also neutralizes red. So, okay, so I'm going to use, again, Real Techniques brush, and I'm going to just stipple this in. I'm not going to rub it in to get the most coverage. Now, if you need more coverage, this is medium coverage as far as it's like a foundation, but it has medium coverage. If you need more, then we do have the foundations that I can help you color match. I haven't used the foundation. I haven't needed the foundation. So the color correcting tinted moisturizer plus the concealer, and I get frequent breakouts. So I have to say that those two combined, the color correcting tinted moisturizer and the concealer, is enough for me. So it just kind of depends on the amount of coverage that you want to get from your foundation. So, and then you will have a dewy finish with this. So I like to put a powder over top, but I will show that in a little bit. But do you notice how I'm kind of doing one thing at a time, letting it dry? So like the base of my eyes, I'm letting dry while I do my color correcting tinted moisturizer. Okay. So that's now my base for the color correcting tinted moisturizer. So now I'm going to go back into, I'm going to have my crease color. So I'm going to use French Roast. It's kind of like a brown with a little bit of a purple reddish tint. I'm going to do this in the crease. So the crease is really important depending on your eye type. I have the hooded eyes, so I want to bring this up a little bit higher so that you can see it. For other people, you don't have to go as high as I do. So again, knowing your eye shape and type is very, very important because it will help you apply your makeup. So this is really dark. I don't want a really, really dark look today, so I'm just gonna put a little bit on my brush, and I'm gonna put it here in this crease, and then I'm going to blend this out. So I always start with a little bit, and you can always add more after you blend it. So I'm gonna try to make kind of like a V, because this is gonna be my crease color. Okay, so I'm gonna take that, and then I'm gonna take my other brush, and I'm gonna just blend it. So that's the really nice thing about these cream eyeshadows. I've never used a cream eyeshadow before ShadowSense, and they were a little bit intimidating for me because I'm no makeup expert. I've always just used the Urban Decay, but I love the cream eyeshadows. I feel like you can just do so much with them. You can blend them, you can mix them, and they stay all day, especially with my hooded eyes. I felt like I would put something on and then they would all just run together and it would just make this awful crease. So I have to say that the ShadowSense cream has been a game changer for my makeup. Okay, so you can make this as dark, as light as you want. So again, it's all about just blending that out. This is a Sigma brush, so these are a little bit more expensive. I do like the Sigma brushes for blending. And again, if you need any help with which brushes to use, I can definitely help out. Sigma has a lot of sales. I get kind of all the notifications. When I get another notification, I'll put it to the group. Okay, so I'm gonna do the next eye. And again, I'm just gonna kind of put a little bit in there and then I'm going to blend. And then I'm going to use, so the color that I got that was new is the Pink Opal Shimmer. So I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna try to do with it. It's a really, really pretty color. You can wear it by itself all over your lid and then just put like an eyeliner. It's really pretty. I'm going to use it as a highlight, so I'm going to show you how I'm going to use that. Okay, so now I have my crease. I have on both sides. Obviously, you want to have them even, and you can add to it if you want it a little bit darker. I'm going to try to keep it a little bit lighter. Okay, so I'm gonna now move on to the color, so the actual transition color. So I'm going to try, I haven't used this a lot. It's called Rosa. It's more of like a pinkish kind of orange color. So I'm gonna use this all over my lid. And then we're gonna highlight with a pink opal. So again, I like to take it right off the wand just so I can control how pigmented. So I'm gonna do this all over and kind of blend into my crease color, which I use the French Roast. And you can make this as dark as you would like. Again, I'm not going for a super dark look today, but I'm gonna put this all over my lid and blend into, and I go a little bit up. I'm gonna kind of cross into that crease color. Okay, so I have this nice kind of color blending in. Okay, so I am going to then move into, I'm going to do one layer of my lip sense so that it can dry. I got this Nude Honey as one of the promotions. I want to try it. I haven't tried it yet, so let's see how this goes with my other colors here. So make sure that you shake your lip sense because it will settle the different colors within it. So make sure that, and there's a ball in there. So, okay, so I'm gonna make sure my lips are nice and dry. And I am going to wipe off some of the excess, and I'm gonna go in one direction with a thin layer. Okay, so that's my first layer. And then I'm gonna go back in with my highlight. So I'm using this pink opal shimmer. So again, I just got this. I'm gonna do it in my highlight. So I'm gonna do it like right in here, like inside my corner, and then I'm gonna bring it up here, and it kind of just makes that nice pretty pop. So I'm gonna use, I have a Sigma brush. I'm gonna use, it's kind of like a flat brush. I'm gonna bring this in, and I'm going to just kind of blend it into that transition color, which I used the Rosa. Oh. Okay, and then I'm going to come up here next to the brow bone and use this as kind of just a nice shimmery color up top. And as you can see, I don't have to use a lot. You don't want to make it like super, super white because it is a lighter color. It's a really, really nice light pink shimmer color. And those that are new to ShadowSense, we have kind of 3 different categories of shadows. We have just the regular, like the pink sand beach, so it's more of a matte, a nice base, so it doesn't have any kind of, it doesn't say shimmer or glitter over top, right? So it just has the color. So that's one type of ShadowSense. And then we have our shimmers. So this is going to be a nice kind of, it's not glitter, but it's a nice kind of shimmery color that I like to use kind of in my transition all over your lid. And then we have glitters that are a little bit more of a thicker kind of shimmer that you put just on like your eyelids. Each one you can kind of apply a little bit differently. Like with the glitters, you definitely want to kind of use your finger and kind of tap it in. I got the glistening glitter. I love it. So I'll show another look using that. So I'm going to put a little bit more of this opal on and just blend it. Okay. So those are those colors. Okay, so I'm going to go in with my lip sense, and I'm going to do my second layer of lip sense. Okay, so that's the second layer. I'm gonna let that dry. Okay, I'm gonna go now in with my blush. So we have 2 options for blush. We have a cream blush, there's multiple different colors, and then we also have our powders. This one is out of stock right now, and it's my absolute favorite. It's called the Peach. But we have other ones. We have the Rose Shimmer, which is really pretty. They are super pigmented, so a little bit goes a long way. So I just put, if you notice, it has kind of like, has the mesh, right? If you can see, it has the mesh, and then it does have the black part at the top just to kind of knock off some of the extra. So for a more lifted, I'm gonna do kind of my cheekbone and then up. I wanna show a graphic, it's really neat. Where you place your blush really helps with, let's say you have a really slender face and you want your face to look more full. You wanna do it more underneath your cheekbone because it kind of gives that fuller face. If you have a fuller face and you want it to look a little bit more slender, you're gonna wanna go a little bit higher. So it's all depending on what kind of look you're trying to do and your face shape. So I'm going to do more of the lifted. So I'm going to go right on my cheekbone and I'm going to go up. Now that's a lot. I will show you how I'm going to blend it. Okay, so again on this side, I'm going to go right on this cheekbone and up. And then you can blend it in. Now, this is highly pigmented. That's a lot. So I'm going to go back in with my color correcting tint and moisture brush, and I'm going to just use that brush to kind of soften it. And it blends so well. So see how that kind of makes that lifted look? Okay. So I now want to go in with, I'm going to do my eyeliner. So on one of the schools, the makeup classes, I was watching how they did the waterline. I love how they do the waterline with the eyeliner. So it gives you just a little bit more of a definition of your eyelid, but then it's not like a really bold line on your eye, on your eyelid. Okay, I'm still learning this. I blink every single time. So I'm going to try to do it, especially on camera, which is going to be interesting. So you just go underneath that lash line, but look at how nice and subtle that is. So it's just a nice kind of darkening of that. I'm going to do the other side, so just to show you the difference. It's subtle, but I love it, so especially during the daytime. And then if you need it to be a little bit darker for, let's say, a nighttime look, you can put it on top of your lid like a normal eyeliner. And I love our eyeliners. Even this being in the waterline, it doesn't budge. It doesn't, you don't have those gross eye boogies at the end of the night that make it, the black. Let's see. Okay. Oh, also, I have kind of smaller eyes. A lot of people love to take kind of this transition color and bring it underneath their eyes. You can absolutely do that. I don't typically do it because my eyes are so small and I feel like it kind of makes them look smaller, but you can bring that color. This is the brush that I used with the Rosa. I had a little bit left. I'm going to just bring it down here and bring that color down, okay? So next I'm going to do my lash primer, one of my favorite products. It is amazing how well this works on your eyelashes. So it is kind of this nude color. I'm going to put a layer of this on. I like to let this dry. So if you notice, I'm doing kind of layering. So I have 2 layers of my LipSense. I did my CCTM. I did my eye makeup. Now I'm doing my lashes. I have one more layer of my LipSense to do. Okay. And this conditions your lashes. It helps your lashes grow, and then it obviously lengthens them to put your mascara on. Okay. So I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to go in with my powder. So I have a translucent powder. I love this powder. It kind of gives you that airbrushed look. There are the different colors too. There's light, there's medium. So depending on your skin type, or skin color and tone, I do have the light as well. But for the summer, I really am loving this translucent because I already have kind of a tan. And then, if you need a little bit more color, you can pick the actual colors. But I just come in here. You don't have to do the powder. Like I said, I like to have, kind of that matte texture. So instead of having the dewy texture of the CCTM, I come in here with my powder and it just kind of sets everything for me. Okay, so that's the translucent powder. And just to show you, so it's in the same packaging as the blush. So here's the translucent powder. Okay, so I'm going to do my last layer of my LipSense, and then I'm going to go in and do my mascara. I haven't done my hair yet, so I'll do an after picture. All right, so I'm going to do my last layer of LipSense. Okay, let that dry, and then let me put on my mascara. So in one of my videos, one of the tricks for the mascara is to swirl it instead of pumping it back and forth, because that's putting air into your tube and it's going to drive your mascara out. So I try to just kind of swirl it, but you can put 2 to 3 layers of your actual mascara. Good morning, Janae. How are you? My kids are still like in bed playing on their iPad, so I kind of took this opportunity to have a longer live. Like I said, these color combinations are so pretty for the ShadowSense for the green eyes. I'll post a picture of the lady that I got the inspiration for the color combinations. She has definitely a thicker, oh yeah, Minecraft. Yep, exactly. She has a thicker eyeliner, which makes it really pretty too, but I was like, you know what, let's try it with the blue eyes. Okay. So I don't have the waterproof mascara. If you need the waterproof mascara, it goes on just as nice. I'm going to do a couple layers of this, and then we'll put our gloss on, and then we'll be all done. Okay. So now we have all of that done, and I will go in with my gloss. So it's really, really important if you're using our ShadowSense to go over it with our gloss. It helps set it. It also helps moisturize it. If anyone has used our ShadowSense, once it's applied, it's not sticky, but it doesn't have that nice moisture feel to it. So you definitely want to use a gloss over top. But I just want to show you, look how that has set. It's not moving, it's not gonna budge. And the reason for the 3 layers is that it will last all day. So I'm gonna go in. This is one of my favorite glosses. It's called Sand. It goes over anything. It has a nice, pretty kind of shimmery goldish color. So I'm gonna put this over top. And that will just set my ShadowSense for the day. And then we're done. So I will post a picture of the final product. I really like the colors. Just playing with the different colors is so much fun. I actually find a lot of color combinations on Pinterest too. If anyone has Pinterest, you just type in the color that you have and the ShadowSense, and it will show all different kinds of color combinations for you. So I find a lot of my ideas from there as well. But I hope everyone has a great Saturday, and talk to you soon.